This is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Jay Will, and I'm down to dunk.
They had. Here we go.
I'm Isaiah Hartenstein, and I'm down to dunk.
I hope savior of basketball has won.
Well, the Dortcher Chamber has been going pretty well.
I'm Aaron Wiggins, and I'm down to dunk.
I'm Chet Holmgren, and I'm down to dunk.
I'm Mark Dagnall, and I'm down to dunk.
He just does a big smile and
I feel blessed by God to be here with down to dunk, be here with you.
I'm Alex Caruso, and I'm down to dunk.
I'm AJ Mitchell, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Isaiah Joe, and I'm down to dunk.
Oh, jeez. Are you going to sing it good enough for me to guess it, or?
Panhandle. Jeez. I'm tweaking.
Name 2 famous Oklahomans.
Myself and Jalen Williams.
Is that a crazy answer?
All my friends call me Bob.
Where's Rachel? Unique story. You lived a whole life.
Plain?
This is Cason Wallace, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Lou Dort, and I'm down to Dort.
True blood Oklahoma.
That's right.
Pretty exciting, if you ask me.
This is J-Dub, world champion J-Dub, and I'm down to dunk. And eat burgers.
Ooh, welcome to Down to Dunk. I'm your host, Andrew Schlecht. We're part of the Athletic Podcast Network. Before I get to my friend Michele Berra, I want to tell you about 2 other friends of mine. Aaron and Drew Reese of Shelter Insurance, spelled R-U-I-Z, if you're trying to search for it on Google. But you can just call them, 405-773-5500, 405-478-7714. If something bad happens, you're going to need good insurance, just like I hope the Jazz had good insurance on their third quarters because the Thunder obliterated them. And that could happen to your car. It could happen to your home. You just never know what's around the corner. But you know what? If you have good guys like Aaron and Drew Reese in your corner, you don't have to worry at all because these guys will take care of you. They work for one of the best insurance companies in the country and in the state. And they're also really great guys, and they love the Thunder. So give them a call or text today and support the people that support Down to Dunk. With me on a Sunday morning is my good friend Michele Berra. Michele, what's up?
Well, it's a week where I'm more and more astonished by what OKC is doing basketball-wise. Mm-hmm. It's just insane. I know that the strength of schedule, blah, 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 but they lost a game where they probably had a total of 3.5 hours of sleeping, and they played one team that can be stingy, and they had a medium, I would say, shooting disadvantage. So this is what else they could do if not obliterating guys. I mean, if after 17 games, you have a middling net rating, having played one of the softest schedule, one can say, oh, okay, this is not going well. But you cannot say, yeah, they are on a record-setting pace because of, it's exactly what you should do if you are a fantastic team. And by the way, they are obliterating also good team in except for Houston on night 1 of the regular season.
Yeah. I mean, look, I would say that the Thunder and the Nuggets played similar teams in their last games. The Thunder playing the Jazz, the Nuggets playing the Kings. And the Thunder, if the Thunder were the Nuggets, they probably lose that game in Utah. Because listen, the Nuggets lost to the Kings last night, which is fine. That happens in an NBA regular season. When you play 82 games, you're just gonna drop games. That just happens.
Yeah, especially when you go against a very good point guard that comes off the bench. A point guard, Andrew. Don't you dare calling Dennis Schroeder not a point guard.
Oh,
he
man.
Is a very, very interesting point guard for NBA standards. He led his country to a world championship.
He did?
Why are you... I listened to your every podcast that you do, and I didn't like this. Dennis is great.
He's a sixth man. He likes to have the basketball.
Yeah. He sometimes creates for others.
He sometimes creates for others. He is good on every other stop that he's on. So whoever acquires him next, boy, they're going to get a good player.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
He's
Kings,
good. He's good.
Kings did not get the right guy. Anyways, like this team is special. Obviously, this team is special. I mean, like it's not hard to find stats that tell you that. You look at their net rating plus 16.3. I mean, that's absurd.
Do you want an absurd stat?
Yes.
Or do you want to guess an absurd stat? So
Yes.
I'm on Cleaning the Glass, and I'm trying to understand why Shea has such a bad defensive rating.
Mm-hmm.
The team is 14 points worse when he is on the court defensively. It's clearly the team is 20 points better offensively. So the net rating is still awesome. And it's not that OKC is +4 when he's on the court. It's +4 better than the average of the team. So it's okay. It means that OKC is basically averaging 20 points per possession better than the other team when Shea's on the court. But then I was doing some filtering, and there was this lineup. Well, not this lineup, this trio. I know that you know the trio, but that is playing roughly 400 possessions together, and it's Chet Holmgren, Cason Wallace, and Shea. Do you have the number in your mind, like the point differential per 100 possession when these three guys are on the court?
In Cleaning the Glass, it's like plus like 30 something. Yes.
Plus 32.
Yeah.
They are scoring 131 points per possession while allowing 99. That is insane. That is not normal. That is full-blown insanity. Like scoring 31, and allowing 99. It's just flat out stupid. It's winning 140 to 105 basketball games.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's not normal. And
no,
Chet Holmgren and Cason Wallace are the main catalyst, together with Caruso, of insane level of defense, which was on full display against the Kings. I mean, Cason Wallace is doing stuff on the court that are insane. He's just
you mean the Jazz?
Yeah, against the Jazz. Sorry,
the Kings too, technically.
Yeah, not just the other night, a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, Cason Wallace is doing things on the court that are just not normal.
Yeah,
he's now I'm shutting you off, and I'm taking the ball, and I'm like going to the basket whenever I want, whenever I decide so.
Yeah, I mean, I had this on Slam and Jam yesterday, but Cason Wallace and SGA are the best duo, period, in the NBA, according to NBA.com. It is wild. And if you filter just all the Shea and Cason Wallace lineups, which is a lot on Cleaning the Glass, plus 21.9 is what they are together.
Yeah.
With like some lineups that are just like through the roof. They haven't played a ton of possessions, but the one that's played the most possessions together with that duo, Shea, Cason, Dort, Chet, iHeart, is a plus 21.8.
Yeah.
Which is crazy considering the fact that like you have basically three guys that they're play finishers. They're not guys that are like the best playmakers or creators out there. They can all do it in spots, and they're all going to kind of have their games where they blow up. We saw that with iHeart against the Kings earlier this year. Lou Dort, we all know, can have his games. Cason is not really a guy that statistically is going to blow up. Maybe in like the steals department he will. But like the defense is crazy. Like that would be terrifying to go up against that particular lineup where the worst defender is Shea and Shea's good.
Yeah.
And then you have like Cason Wallace and Dort and like Chet and iHeart. That is a crazy defensive lineup, but offensively they're through the roof as well. So it's just it's getting a little bit unfair. And as like the return of J-Dub looms, it's like, man, like that, then what? then what? We know that he's not returning tonight against the Portland Trailblazers in OKC, but it's got to be soon for Dub. But this is getting kind of crazy. Speaking of crazy, this third quarter against the Jazz, where the Thunder were down by 20 in this game. It was looking really disgusting.
Yeah.
It was looking really bad. They are down 5. And it wasn't even the whole third quarter. We're talking like just the second half of the third quarter.
Yeah.
Where they were down 5. Their run started at the 7:07 mark. But they were still down by 5 points with like 6 minutes left in this one.
Yeah.
And then they just obliterated them. They absolutely obliterated the Jazz, which like maybe you're like, oh, that's not that impressive. This run may be one of the more special runs that you see in the league, period, this whole season. And I went through and I clipped all of it. I put it on Twitter, but I clipped
I saw that.
the entire run and put it out there just because it's like people, you need to like see how this happened. It was a lot of Thunder threes, no question, but they outscored them
wide open.
7:07.
Sure.
Yeah. 33-4. 33-4. They forced the Jazz into more turnovers and they had shot attempts in that span. They had 8 shot attempts. They had 9 turnovers during that time. The Thunder had 33 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists in that 7 minutes and 7 seconds. The Jazz had 4 points, 4 rebounds, 0 assists during that time.
Yeah.
2 of the points were free throws. The other 2 were a drive from Keontae George. Everything else they could not get. The Thunder had 20 points off turnovers during that time, 5 steals. They were insane. And then the game was over. If you would have said with 5 minutes and 11 seconds left, the Thunder were only up 86-84. And you're like, okay. And if you would have told me, hey, Shea's not playing a minute in the fourth quarter. He's not playing 1 minute in the fourth quarter. You're like, what are you talking about? Did he get hurt?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? No. Like they went to another level, like a completely different level on both ends. And they did it for 5 minutes, basically, and said, you know what? You're done.
Yeah.
For the night, you guys are done.
Yeah.
And they had some luck, like the J. Will 3 that bounced up at the top of the backboard, bounced back to the rim and went in was just hilarious. It was just too
Shoot in
good.
touch.
Yeah, J. Will had himself a night. That was really fun. It's fun to see guys with personalities like J. Will just like go off. He was 5 of 7 from 3 in that one.
Yeah.
15 points, 6 boards, 2 steals, 6 assists as well. 15, 6, and 6 is pretty awesome for J. Will. He obviously was great. Shea was unreal. Some of those step backs.
He went 3 for 3 from 3-point range. Shea did with insane difficulty.
Yeah, these are like his it's almost like this like jab. I don't even know what to call it. It is a step back, but it's so quick, and it almost feels like so out of nowhere. Where he was in the middle of a drive on one of these in the third, where he's driving left, and just suddenly his step back is so fast, where it's not like this drawn out thing. Because a lot of times guys will do this thing where they're kind of sizing people up. Like James Harden, you can tell when he's about to do a step back. Like he'll kind of like dribble between his legs a few times. Even like Trey Mann would like, okay, he's about to step back, and there's nothing they can do about it.
But you can tell it with Shea when he does it on the top of the key.
On the top of the key, these ones that he did, I couldn't.
The one on Bailey, no, just no.
The drive left at the 3-point line, and then just step back. It was just like, what? Like, where did that come from? I mean, that was that having that in his bag, and I don't know like what the stats are going to be on those by season's end, but that if that becomes a part of his like tool belt, and you saw like J-Dub on the bench after he did that one,
Yeah, I said
where
this.
he's like, I don't know, he's
Yeah.
like, it was that was like special stuff, and that's. I mean, Shea continues to add stuff to his game that you're like, I haven't seen that. Like he's been passing the ball way better this year, and has had a lot more fancy passes than he has in the past. But then like adding that too, it's just like, oh, I don't know if that's a weapon that you would use in the playoffs or not. But in this avalanche against the Jazz, sure.
Oh, yeah, he will. I mean, the one that I was referring to was the one I think against Filipowski. I was watching the game with Diego, my son, and we were there, and he said, "Look, he will step back." What? It's a big. He didn't end the phrase like he's a big man, so he should like go at him. You can tell when Shea has a big man in front, he does one step forward, and then as soon as the big man reacts, going backpedaling, it's done. It's over. That you can tell. It's something that is starting to, I would say, applying a lot in a systematic way. The point is, if you don't react, then it's not that he takes the step back anyway. He's just blow by you. So he is so quick in reacting that it's difficult, because if you stay high and you prevent the step back, he will just blow by you if you are a big man. And if you don't stay at hatch, now he has a step back. Once upon a time, it was, if you give him space, then what? Then Shea is limited, especially going left. Now he is stepping you back, dribbling with his left hand. That is sick. These stuff are, I would say, very subtle to note. But if you go back and look at the 3-point that we are talking about against Filipowski, then you will see he's not on his strong hand. He's on his left, like faking a left drive, which was one of the thing that 2-3 years ago we said, yeah, but he can't really score left. Now he's not scoring left. It's like he's taking this jumpers on you like it was nothing. So it's super quick, unguardable. That move is just unguardable. And if he carries that over with a decent percentage, it doesn't have to be 40% or anything to be effective. But if as a defender, you have the doubt that he can do that and will do that with a slightly above league average percentage, then you are going to guard him. And if you're not going to guard him, he will take it and make you pay. So it's just insane what Shea is doing. And again, I mean, I know that Jokic is putting up insane numbers, but look at what Shea does defensively.
Yeah, 100%.
Most possessions than not, especially when the game is on the line, because those 33-4 runs are not there if you can just go at Shea whenever and get points.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Shea should be favored or anything. It's just, hey, look at that as well. Because, I mean, that part of the game counts, and he's part of it. It's not like beneficiary of playing with someone else.
I'll say it. He deserves to be the MVP. I mean, I think he's been the best player in the NBA this year. Like, I don't think it's particularly close. I think that when you count like the possessions that Jokic takes off as a defender, like Shea doesn't do that.
It's at least a battle. After I watched the game of Denver against Houston, Jokic was just amazing. And because I'm a sadical person and a mean one, I took like I know that I will dearly regret what I'm going to say, but boy, oh boy, Jokic destroyed Şengün. As soon as he was doing something good, I mean, Jokic was getting that back. And Houston had to bench him for stretches, which, I mean, this is why Jokic is Jokic. You never, ever going to bench Jokic.
No, you can't. No, they'll fall apart if they do. Yeah, I mean, Jokic is obviously amazing. He is. But, like, and Mike B in the chat says, does it hurt him that he sits most fourth quarters? He sits most fourth quarters because he leads this team to outrageous leads in every game.
Yeah.
So it should be a feather in his cap that he doesn't have to play the fourth quarter. It shouldn't be. And like statistically, is he suffering? No, he's not. He's not. So like I think that it should be more of a feather in his cap that he doesn't have to play fourth quarters because he makes this team so special. And I know that like this team is really good and they're really deep.
Yeah.
But there's no way that they are anywhere close. And we're talking about statistically. And then like you can't discount, and I don't know how like the voters will see any of this or how it will be conveyed, but like the leadership is probably the best in the NBA. Like this, like we're talking about like a Steph Curry level leader in Shea.
Yeah.
In that he, similar to Steph, kind of had to like battle his way to the top of the NBA. Like he wasn't thought of the guy that was going to get here.
Mm-hmm.
And he leads in a similar way to Steph in that he's not somebody that's like barking at everybody. He's not somebody that's, like he leads by example. He leads through work ethic. He leads through like friendship even with these guys. Like he is there is not, this team isn't, and this is not a crazy revelation, but this team isn't anywhere close to this good without him. Like even close. Like not even like sniffing this level of play. And a lot of it is not only statistically and like who he is as a player. Yes, those things are the biggest reason why. But intangibly, I don't think this team gets anywhere close to their level. And I don't think AJ Mitchell is as good a player as he is without Shea.
No.
I don't think that Dub is as good of a player without Shea. I think like his leadership allows for so much room for improvement for all these players.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, when you think about that, you think about, oh, well, is he making the right passing reads or what? Like it goes so far beyond all of that. It goes so far beyond that for Shea that I truly do believe like if this team wins 70 plus games, he better win the MVP because like I do think like his leadership, he, Mark and Sam are like tethered as leaders and Clay Bennett. Like those four are like the pillars of this like Thunder potential dynasty. Like those
Can
are
I add something?
Those are the pillars. Yes.
I think that we need to put J-Dub and Chad into this because they did something that was not there to be taken for granted. They re-upped, no questions, in case of Chad, a little bit of a discount. In case of Dub, an unintentional discount because he will probably not get the full-blown extension because of just games played.
Yeah.
And the fact that they decided to stick together to sign with absolutely no drama whatsoever. No drama. There is no drama in OKC right now. It's part of the deal. It's probably I would say the fact that Shea is wired the way it seems to be, because seeing from afar helps. But they had to make a decision, and that is the decision that they made. Other thing for Shea,
it helps when you win the NBA title.
It helps, but it's not like the other version of OKC was very, very close to that, and they were even younger. So you could say, I mean, you're this close.
Yeah.
And you basically have a coach that did not his best job in the finals.
Well, and to be fair, too, to that team, like if they played what the equivalent in that time of the Indiana Pacers would have been, they probably win. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
The team
did not play Boston, full-blown Boston.
Yeah, and I've been saying like this, like the team that's left standing at the end of the season is the best, luckiest team. Like that's just like the way that it is. And drawing a not only did you draw LeBron, Wade, Bosch in the finals, but you drew a team that had lost in the finals previously.
Yeah.
And they were healthy. And like that team
had like game 2, which
and things didn't go your way. Like you were one of the best teams, but you weren't the luckiest team.
Yeah.
That went to the Heat at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I do think that I would have to go back and look at all these teams, but like there's an equivalent to what the Indiana Pacers were in that Eastern Conference, and the Thunder probably would have beat that team and they would have won the title. And so you just it is what it is with both of these teams. But yeah, I do think that winning the title helps. And like, those guys having no drama, those guys wanting to be here. I mean, wanting to be in Oklahoma City is not a given. It is not a given for NBA guys. It's just not. It's just not the way that these guys are wired. Yeah.
It's changing, and you're right.
It is
due to mainly the people you mentioned. Yeah. And I tweeted that yesterday, but it's something that I'm really obsessed with. And it's not like a basketball specific concept, it's a work specific concept. If you work with high volume, high efficiency players or workers, you will benefit because there will be no wasted time, no wasted possession in basketball, and way more opportunities to everyone. And this is not like me throwing shades at different players that played for OKC in the past decade. But the fact that Shea is currently averaging the points that he is averaging, 32, whatever, what is the 31.9 on 7% turnover ratio. It's insane. It's insane. And it's not just the free throws, because people say, yeah, but he takes free throws. Sure, he takes
He's not even. I mean, let me look it up right now, because
it's at 9.3. It's not at his best in terms of attempts. It's the second highest mark. He's hitting 8.3, which good, but he has 53.5 field goal percentage. 53.5 for 40.4 from 3 and 58.3 from 2-point range. Yeah. That is obscene. That is insane, unseen, unprecedented for a guard that has this many jumpers from 2-point range. This is Steph Curry level efficiency with less turnovers. It's insane.
Yeah.
This guy is just flat out insane in terms of efficiency with the difficult shots that he takes. So, of course, taking more threes taking as many threes as last year, basically, and hitting a little bit more helps, because right now he's at 40%, which is a fantastic level for him, especially if you take into account the level of difficulty of those shots.
He's been on
but the fact that he's
lately, on absolute fire lately.
Yeah, but the fact that he does it with so little waste in terms of time and number of possession is the key for everything that OKC does.
Yeah.
And it's something that when you have a superstar that consumes maybe 50 possessions to get to 30 points, it may work anyway. But if you do it with 35, or in Shea's case, 26, it's just fantastic. It's just not normal. It's not normal.
No, it's not. It's not. I mean, if you want to talk about like free throws, like Shea is on average taking the 6th most free throws for a player this season. Austin Reeves, Giannis, Zion, Ben Mathurin, and Doncic are all taking more per game. You got 2 Lakers taking more per game. You want to talk about free throw merchants? You know how many free throws you're watching per game from 2 guys? If you're watching a Lakers game, it's like 24.
Yeah, and please, I just said that I love Jokic, but watch him and Şengün in the game against themselves. It was obscene the way in which they were trying to get free throws. It was theater, basically, which is all fine to me. I don't particularly mind. It adds up to the show. It's not taking away anything because it stops immediately. It's fun mostly. But it's not like Shay does all this into theatrics, or at least not more than these two guys.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? This guy is a fantastic, efficient player. It happens to be a great leader as well. So I mean, this is just it's not a secret anymore. It's not up for debate anymore. But to me, it should not be taken as something that it's normal. It's not that we have to say every day how great Shade is, but maybe every 2 days, yes, because we are witnessing something that is extremely unique and special. And we are going to talk about Shay for the next 10, 15 years as one of the greatest players to ever played this game. And I'm sure that we will see that because he's just different. It's just something else.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk about more Thunder stats. We'll preview Thunder Blazers. We'll be right back. And we're back after that quick break. I'm going to tell you about our friends over at Ring Family Dentistry. Ring Family Dentistry takes a straightforward and honest approach to dental care. Doctors Phil and Brennan Ring believe in keeping what's healthy, fixing what's not, and only replacing what truly needs it. No pressure, no upselling. Just clear explanations, thoughtful recommendations, and decisions that are always up to you. Ring Family Dentistry is a true family practice with a laid-back vibe, modern tech, and high-quality work, including same-day crowns, even for your front teeth. Most implants, plus implants, bridges, root canals, and clear aligner therapy, all offered in-house. Call to schedule your appointment today, 405-621-1555, or make an appointment online at ringfamilydentistry.com. Okay, so tonight, let me check the injury report real quick and see if anything has changed. Because, like I said earlier, Dub is still out, Wiggins is still out, Kenrich is still out. You obviously have Sorber and Topic out as well. Brandon Carlson did break his nose, but he's going to play in a mask, which is a very thundery thing to do. Yes, all those guys are still listed as out. For the Blazers, Donovan Clingan is listed as questionable tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Left ankle sprain. Scoot Henderson is still out with a left hamstring tear. The poor guy's had such a bad start to his career. Drew Holiday is out with a calf strain. Shaden Sharp is out with a right calf strain. Matisse Tybel is out. He tore a ligament in his thumb. Blake Wesley's out. And Time Lord is questionable with left knee injury management, which is a horrifying thing to have on the injury report. But yeah, no Shaden Sharp, no Drew Holiday. So like you're thinking like this is going to be a replay of the game in Portland for many reasons. No, like Thunder have rest, they're at home, and no Shaden Sharp or Drew Holiday, which is a little disappointing.
Yeah,
to be honest.
But also not. Wouldn't it be okay to just have a game where you don't go full throttle?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing the Blazers trigger Titanium. You know, it's kind of fun.
Okay.
We'll see Denny Avdia. We'll see Tamani Kamara. Jeremy Grant is back.
I love Jeremy.
I would love to see our guy Young Hansen play big minutes in OKC. That would just be a delight, an absolute delight. Or Rayon Rupert.
Rayon Rupert. Fantastic. I was thinking like a couple of days ago about how we pronounced too many times Rayon Rupert, being very, very afraid that he was the guy that Presti was targeting.
Yep. And we were right to be afraid.
Yeah.
And glad he's not here because he's
same with
Tijan
Solon.
Oh yeah, it's that's been rough. That's been rough.
Yeah. By the way, little I would say advertise. DP and Rylan are doing an amazing job at OKC Dream Team covering the draft. I love the episode. It's just tune in. They are awesome.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Patreon.com/OKC Dream Team. If you subscribe to the draft tier,
Yeah. It's
good
worth
stuff.
your time.
It's really good
and
stuff.
money.
Yes, really good stuff. Okay. So the Blazers tonight, OKC, I don't know what the line is. It's probably by a cajillion. So this week, the Thunder play the Blazers tonight, and then they have 2 cup games the week of Thanksgiving.
Fantastic.
Here in OKC. They've got the Minnesota Timberwolves at 6:30 p.m. on ESPN on Wednesday, which is quite fun. And then Friday night, 8:30 tip against the Phoenix Suns. And let's take a look at the cup standings. The Thunder got a massive gift from the Phoenix Suns the other night.
Yeah.
Where if you haven't seen the end of this Timberwolves Suns game, just give yourself 5 minutes.
It is the same. It reminds me of the game that OKC blew against the T-Wolves last year.
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
they did
yeah.
absolutely all the things that they weren't supposed to do, including pass the ball to the other team. Wow.
It is
I mean,
absolutely bananas.
Props to Gillespie because he made like a really tough J, but also, dear Lord, like you just, that was just an insanely bad, call a timeout.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, sub everyone out, just do something because it was just crazy to me how many mistakes were made. But sometimes it is like that.
If you have like no emotional ties to the Timberwolves, it's an absolute delight to watch.
Yes.
I would say. If you have ties to the Timberwolves, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Yeah.
Because it
on
is
that,
horrible.
I really love the discussion that you had on the Friday podcast on Nikhil. I think it's just criminal to let it go. I mean, to let him go. Just criminal. Just do whatever you need to. Just trade away DiVincenzo. Do something.
Yeah, I mean, like Conley is fading. Dilly is not the guy that you hoped he would be yet. You know, DiVincenzo is not a point guard and not really a secondary creator. He's catch and shoot.
He's more of a gunner.
Yeah, he's an absolute gunner.
Conscience.
Yeah, and those guys they have a place in this league. And I think he's a good, helpful player. But Nikhil would help you a lot.
Nikhil's a good player.
He's an awesome player. I would love to have Nikhil here.
I would say that at that price tag, I know that it's not possible. It was not possible for OKC to do it. So
yeah, to get him as a free agent, yeah.
Yeah, it was probably possible because everything in the NBA is possible. But I mean, he's in a 15 mil tag. So
yeah, it's an amazing deal.
Props to the Hawks. They are just nailing everything. Dante DiVincenzo is on a 12 million salary.
Yeah.
You're saying to me that you cannot convince a team with a little bit of incentive to just take away DiVincenzo?
Or you can get an asset for him. You get an asset for Dante.
Yeah, but say that you want to give away also someone like Bones Island or whatever, Joan Berenger or some rookie that you need to. They are not cheap, so maybe you do it like net zero for you.
Yeah,
just do it. Like, what is this? This is malpractice to me. It's just either he wanted to go, which is a very strong possibility. Maybe he didn't like the place or whatever.
Yeah.
I still think it's a little bit of a malpractice because you can really keep him and then trading away for asset just immediately after. I'm not saying necessarily trade away Naz Reid because it's not necessary to do so. But I mean, to me, if the pick is, hey, I'm keeping him or DiVincenzo, to me, it's not even a question.
Yeah. No. And in fact, I would have kept both of them, and I know that Randall has been good for them, but if we're talking about the future of the Wolves, I don't think Randall is necessarily part of it. So I would just move on. I would have just moved on. But politics are part of the NBA too, and so I know that was probably not going to happen. Looking at the NBA Cup, the Toronto Raptors clinched their spot in the NBA Cup. Congratulations.
Yep.
The Toronto Raptors. It's in East Group B. It's going to be between Detroit and Orlando. And then in the Group C, the Milwaukee Bucks remain undefeated in the Cup. Yeah, pretty spectacular stuff from them. And then, so the Thunder got their point differential. Thank you, Utah, for just wetting the bed in the second half. Point different. So if you're catching up, like the Thunder are 2-0 in Cup play, as are the Phoenix Suns, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are 2-1. So those are the teams that are still in it. And the Thunder have 2 games against both those teams this week. The Thunder, if they win both those games, they're punching their ticket to Vegas, basically.
Yeah.
What will happen. And Minnesota's point differential is a plus 53 still. So like they're still in the mix if the Thunder do lose one of these.
Yeah.
But also because their point differential is so high compared to everybody else, I do think that there's a wild card team from the East and the West that will go to Vegas as well. So like I think the Thunder, lucky for the Thunder, they control their own destiny, and that they get to, if they just win these 2 games, they go to Vegas. And if they lose one, their point differential will still be high enough, depending on what the loss is. But if they lose, I can't imagine them losing big, that they could still be the wild card team. So, yeah, exciting stuff with the Emirates NBA Cup. I'm excited for these Cup games this week. Excited to see the court and play 2 competitive teams. I mean, the Timberwolves have been good lately, and the Phoenix Suns are scrappy, certainly. And so very much looking forward to that. And hopefully they make it to the Cup, and I get to see the Thunder in Las Vegas. We already get to see the Raptors, which is very exciting for my guy S. But yeah. Anyways, also Chris Paul's retiring after this season, which is not really a huge surprise, but obviously so many ties to Oklahoma City for Chris, as he played his first 2 years here in OKC, won Rookie of the Year as a member of the Oklahoma City / New Orleans Hornets, which is cool. Opened the door for my wife at SNU one time whenever she was walking into the gym, because they practice at SNU here in Bethany, which is kind of funny. And like away teams did too. I remember like Kobe came when the Lakers came through. Kobe was like practicing at the SNU gym and just like blowing everybody's mind. Like what? Like what's happening here? But yeah, shout out to Chris Paul, and obviously came back in that Westbrook trade, and we were all furious.
Yeah.
But then it turned into just a magical year for OKC. And Chris was one of the catalysts there. And
it seems yesterday to me, to a certain degree.
Yeah.
It's already like almost 6 years ago.
I know.
It's insane how quickly that time span of their rebuild and then the title and it's just I mean the thing about CP, I mean, I would have loved for him to have one season a little bit better than this one. Maybe it will turn it up somehow. I don't see that happening. They can be scrappy. They can scrap to the plane somehow, but it's just a little bit sad to see him after playing 82 games. It's just basically not there anymore.
Yeah.
Suddenly not there anymore. It would have been so fun to have him as the last guy off the bench, not really playing for the Thunder, but just seeing him here. And I mean, it was magical here. It's just, I think that he helped a lot the development of guys like Shea,
Yeah.
and it's important. Maybe also Lou Dort. These guys benefit for having him, seeing him, how serious the game it is for guys like Chris Paul. So,
Well,
I don't think that we will not see him for like a long period of time. I do think that he will stick around as one of the. He has like a great basketball mind, and usually those guys just stick around.
if he wants to coach, if he wants to be a GM, if he wants to do any of that, he'll have opportunities. There's no question. He'll have opportunities. Yeah, and it's funny. Like I had the author of this book, The Golden Generation. Oren Weisfeld was on the pod on last Thursday, but like in the book, he mentions by name Chris Paul as a guy where Shea would essentially just work on like his pick and roll game, like every day, and he would was monotonous with it, and then he would watch film of Chris Paul and Rondo, and is probably a little bit of like a pinch me moment for Shea to suddenly be on a team with him. And now like they're super close. And, you saw in the starting five doc, like
it's just special.
Still very close. So it is cool. It is very cool to see Chris do that. But yeah, he deserves time with his family. I hope that he takes time with his family, and like he's living in LA, he gets to be with his wife and kids, and just like take a few years, my guy. Like take some time before you like get back into it. You obviously have enough money, and it's great.
Yeah,
it's great. So congrats to CP on an incredible career. I do think his last time playing in OKC is the 17th of December, which, by the way, if the Thunder do play in the Cup final, that game will be flexed somehow.
Yeah.
So it won't be that day after. I like went on like a tirade. I remember when I saw the schedule, like, how could this be possible? Like the Thunder are clearly a team that's going to be competing for that final in some capacity, and they may or may not make it. Who knows? But if they do make it, they will flex that Clippers game somehow. And I don't know where they'll put it, but so like if they don't make it to the final, I think that yes, they play at home against the Clippers, and that will be Chris Paul's last game in OKC. But if not, if they do make it, then somehow they will flex that to accommodate the winning team or the team.
Yeah, and I really hope that it's going to be a great moment.
Like it'll be cool. I think he'll get a standing ovation. I think that now that he's announced it, he gets kind of his retirement tour. So, but yeah. Okay. Anything else, Michele, before we get out of here? Thunder Blazers, they've had the Cup week. They've been ridiculous. I at least go watch that clip that I made. I think I got it in like a minute down to a minute and a half, where you just get to see plays. But it's worth your time to go watch it in full.
Yeah, I definitely.
Because that was it was awesome. It was just really cool. And you can just start it at like the 6-minute mark. Okay, Mike B, let's do a Tankathon spin. I'm with you. Let's do that. Let me pull up Tankathon. We can do a Tankathon spin together, because that is also a topic. Now you listen, Mike, you just like squeezed probably 10 more minutes out of this podcast. All right. Because I was about to go. And now we're about to spin this thing. Okay. Let's share the screen. If you're not watching the pod on YouTube, you should watch on YouTube with us.
I got one which is pretty satisfactory.
God, I need an ad blocker. This is crazy. Okay, man, Tankathon. I hope you're making so much money on ads, my friends, because this is bonkers. Okay, here we go. Tankathon spin. Maybe we'll do like 2 or 3. Number 1. Nothing. They stay at 8 and 9. 8 and 9 would be crazy, by the way.
Yeah,
That would be.
it's not bad.
It's quite good. It's quite good. I'm not super familiar with the players down in this range, but like having your pick of anybody in the 8 or 9 range and like
Yeah.
having 2 picks is crazy. Pacers jump up, grab Darren Peterson. Oh, Cam Boozer to the Brooklyn Nets, AJ DeBanza to the Hornets. Yeah, this would be great. Okay, let's go again. Let's
Poor
see.
Wizards.
No luck here, but the Atlanta Hawks, thanks to the sad New Orleans Pelicans. And Tankathon has them taking Cam Boozer. I don't think that's what happened. I think that they take the life raft of Darren Peterson and ship Trae Young off somewhere else, get some assets, and like that would be. I mean, dude, that would be, if you're a Hawks fan, that's like fan fiction right there.
Yeah.
And I know like there's probably people in Atlanta that love Trae Young, and I can understand why, but also seeing this team play so well without him, and then you can get a guard that is like a lead guard that's 6'6" that can kind of do everything. Give me that guy instead, please. One more time, see if the Thunder get luck. No.
Oh, that's horrible.
This is actually a pretty bad scenario for OKC. They fall to 10, and the Utah jumps up 6 spots to get their BYU boy, and AJ DeBanza, who is currently being paid to play at BYU by the owner of the Utah Jazz. So very cool. That's a dream come true. That's a dream scenario for Utah right there. But yeah, I mean, like, let's see my very next spin.
That's okay.
Jump up to 4 and get number 9. I mean, you know, if I were to forecast this again, like I would temper people's expectations on all of it. Like, one, I don't think Utah is going to find a way to get inside that top 8. And because of where the odds are, like it's not going to be easy for them. Like, they already have 5 wins, where like Washington has 1, New Orleans has 2, Indy has 2, Brooklyn has 3. Like, you're a little bit behind already. They need to be inside the top 5 basically to feel any sort of like to feel safe at all. But I think they're going to get in there, and then I think the Clippers are going to be in probably like this 8 to 12 range ish.
Yeah,
and that's.
Can you imagine like the Wizards not getting a pick in the top 4? That would be so sad.
They have the same. I mean, they have like, it's almost like a coin flip, you know.
Yeah, it is. And try the lottery. If you don't believe it, it will show you. If you do it 100 times, probably 53 of them will be.
Yeah, here's Washington falling to 5th already.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just the way the cookie's gonna crumble. And like they need some luck, no question.
Yeah.
They need some luck in the right draft. Because like they got luck, but they got luck in the wrong draft. Sarr's been good, but Sarr's not changing your franchise.
No.
So they need some luck. Here's OKC.
This one is a lucky one. Oh, that would be like just
if they got 2 and
they will probably try to say that it's I mean, the lottery got wrong. We need to redo it.
Yeah, if this particular outcome, if you're listening and not watching this, I've just been sitting here just spinning. But if this particular one happened, I think people would just riot. So Charlotte gets the number 1 pick. Another life raft situation where they get the chance to get Darren Peterson. They can ship LaMelo off and like just start fresh. That's ideal. OKC gets pick 2 from the Clippers pick, which would just feel so
so wrong to get like Banza or Cam Boozer.
Absolutely unfair. I would just be fascinated to see like the process and who OKC takes and what that looks like would be so fascinating because like they're just in this spot that teams like in the history of the NBA rarely get to be in. And I would just be completely locked in on like what in the world are they going to do here? Like they would just be I don't know. It would be it'd be really cool to see like how they end up like processing all of that and like who they take and all of that. I mean, it would be because it has to be the right. Like I think personality at this point matters more than anything.
Yeah.
And, like you want to question whether it does and whether it's like no, just take the pure talent. Go ask the Warriors how they felt about their picks.
Yeah, James Wiseman
and Kuminga.
Yeah, they had like two bites at the apple and and decide to buy a rock instead and try to buy that to give a buy on that.
Well, and personality mattered so much. And if personality mattered to them in those moments, they don't take either one of those players, by the way.
Yeah.
They don't take either one of those guys. They take somebody else. And I think that who you are as a person always matters. And it has always mattered to the Thunder. And it probably matters even more so here because you're asking the second pick in the draft to come off the bench almost certainly for one of the best, deepest teams to ever exist in the NBA. And so like you need somebody that has a strong desire to be a part of a super competitive roster and is willing to learn and grow in a much slower way than most number 2 picks do. And so I would be absolutely fascinated by this kind of scenario, which is very unlikely. Extremely, extremely unlikely. Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. Hope everybody's doing awesome. Hope you guys have an awesome Sunday. Enjoy Thunder Blazers tonight. And Alex and I will be back later on this week to recap Blazers, preview the Timberwolves game. And hope everybody's doing great. For everybody in the U.S. that's preparing for Thanksgiving, I hope that all that's going well. And we will talk to you guys again on Wednesday.
Until the dawn, until the dawn.